burn every bridge. There's an old story, a historical figure, a conquistador, and they were facing the the new world, as they say, and he had to encourage his men to fight fearlessly without looking back. And what he did, he burnt every ship, so they had no choice but to move forward. You got to do the same in faith. There's a story of part of the Bible of Jesus. He was embarking on a journey on a ship, and people wanted to come. And there was this rich young ruler. The way that word rich was used in the Bible meant that he was heavy. It's like he weighed heavily on the land. Just by being there, his presence was felt fast. And he said, I would want to follow you, Jesus. And Jesus says, okay, give away all you have to feed the poor. And the young man went away crying. It's not only him, it's us too. There is something. There's a collection. There is a connection. There's someone, something, somewhere that you compartmentalize, that you put aside, that you don't want anyone to know about, that you just won't give up. It's like you've made a bargain that I can't give this thing up. It's just too good to me. But the problem is that it only feeds you for a day, and the next day you want more. The woman at the well. Even Moses wouldn't give the thing up, and he missed seeing the promised land. Moses' issue was conquering water. It was at Marah he lost because he was supposed to give the people water out of a rock, and he struck the rock and acted like he did it, like he was the great one there. But it was the Lord, stealing glory from the Lord. How many of us want to feel great and steal glory from the Lord? In Moses' case, he had been brought out of water. Water was meant to end his life. And there are things in our past that are killing us, that were meant to end our lives, that we hold on to for the feeling of place, for the feeling of comfort, to show that we're not scared of the dark anymore. And we don't let it go. There's behaviors. There's things, there's beliefs, there's conduct that we don't let go. And these things are things that just have to be burned. The problem is that either we burn them or they get us burned. So we have the Moses problem, that we don't want to let it go. And we think it's a little thing, but it's not. And then there's also Ananias and Sapphira, who held on to their cash money and tried to hide it. You just can't do it. It's those who turn back to look are not fit. And I ask you, what do you want? Do you really need that thing so much that it's worth an eternity for you? Look what happened to Saul. He listened to people. He chose to hold on to loot rather than follow what the Lord had said. Is this you also? Look at David and that embarrassment just because of a woman's shape. Do you hear me, my brothers? You got to let it go. You're not going to learn to live until you let it go. All the apostles were afraid until they let that go. Peter denied Christ 3 times, and he had to live with that. Paul, he caused such harm to the church, and he had to live with that. But yet these men let it go. Moses even let it go. Saul did not. David let it go. So I say to you, burn it. Close every door. Burn every bridge. Sever every connection. Get them names out your little black book. Get them names out your phone. Get them pictures out your phone. Hallelujah, somebody. If there's something that your soul has a witness that you ought not to be doing, that you heard someone say you ought not to be doing, and you know they're right, and you know you're wrong, that's the thing you have to let go.